What's up? What is freaking up, everybody? How we doing? How we feeling? I'm feeling great. Doing fantastic. I'm excited to talk about what I just witnessed on Twitter, that is. I'm not actually in Los Angeles. But I'm just waiting for people to come in here because we're going to be talking about everything that just happened in this practice. And I'm trying to tamper my expectations and not get my hopes up, you know? You feel me? But I don't know. What's going on? What's going on? If you guys didn't hear the news, we'll be talking about it. Yeah, some people already know. Get your comments, get the comments flowing. I'll put them up on the screen. We're going to give people more time to come in here. We'll read some tweets. I'm excited. Hey, I'm freaking fired up. I haven't been doing live stuff in a while because mainly because everybody that does this talk about the Raiders goes live. Like every day, every other day, and those are the shows you really want to watch if you want to see people talk about the Raiders nonstop. But if something happens like this, I'm gonna hop on here. That what I just read on Twitter, and I guess I should pull them up right now. I'll pull up all the tweets so we could read them together. And like I said, yo, what's going on? What's going on, Preston? What's going on, Dominique? How we doing? Adrian, yeah. Oh, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. You guys saw the title of the video, or this live stream, or whatever you want to call it. We smashed the Rams, right, in this joint practice that we just did. And I'm pulling up the tweets right here. I'm pulling up Vinny. I'm pulling up Vic Tafer. I'm pulling them all up, and we're gonna read them here. We'll stick with Vinny right now because it's just easier to just stick to one. But yeah, you guys are coming in here. Okay, I'm getting to the beginning here. We'll watch some of these videos. Yeah. Okay. But basically, to summarize what happened. Oh, we got some more people. Rod Gas, shout out from Mexico. Rodney Raider Nation, absolutely, man, shout out. Dwayne Red, what's going on? Basically, to summarize what happened, the Raiders had a joint. If you don't know, the Raiders had a joint practice today with the Rams where they went through different quarters, sort of a scrimmage, and the offense could not be stopped, and the defense picked off Matt Stafford 3 times. Now, offensively, I did hear the one problem we had was stopping Aaron Donald. We couldn't stop him, but hey, that happens. He's Aaron freaking Donald. He's probably maybe the best player in the whole National Football League. But we're gonna share the screen and read the tweets in a second here. And you guys are killing in the comments. Keep throwing them on there. If you guys got questions, comments, concerns, I'll throw them up on the screen. We picked Stafford off 3 times. Do you understand what I'm saying right now? The defense stepped up, and the Rams, not to spoil my playoff predictions because that's coming soon. I'm high on the Rams, especially their offense. And for us to force 3 turnovers against their first team, I don't know, man. I don't know. Richard, what's going on, bro? How we doing? What's up? What's up? What is this? The left hook 13. Love it. Dominique Zay Jones looks good this year. He'll make an impact. There's a video of him on here. How did our DBs look as far as tackling? I always am unsure whether or not they're allowed to tackle in these things, but apparently they are from what I read. There wasn't really a mention of that, to be honest with you. There was one mention of Abram. You know what? Let's just share the tweets, and then I'll come back to this. Let's bring the same energy on game day. Absolutely. I'm going to share these tweets here so we could read them together if you guys haven't read them. And if you have, hey, it's great to read them again. Let's do share the screen. Let's just do this whole window, and then we'll just share the entire screen. Share, and then we'll go to the tweets. Okay. So this is how it starts. This is Waller for a touchdown here. I mean, that's a freaking That's a laser beam right there. I don't know how loud that is for you guys, or if you could even see that. Then we got a nice run by Josh Jacobs, capped off by Jalen Ramsey, popping Jacobs, knocking off his helmet. Foster Moreau immediately gets in his face, so it was chippy from the get go. And then, because of the Jalen Ramsey thing, Gruden dialed one up to Hunter Renfrow, who cooked Jalen Ramsey, from what I'm hearing, multiple times. He was making Jalen Ramsey look like a scrub. Jacobs was okay after getting hit there. Pretty energetic period between Raiders' first-team offense and Rams' first-team defense. Fairly even, capped off by great catch and throw from Derek Carr to Hunter Renfrow, who made a leaping blah, blah, blah. Trayvon Merrick, nice tip interception off of Matt Stafford. They picked him off 3 times so far. Another one was Rasul Douglas, and another one was Corey Littleton. Here you go. Here's a Littleton one. Vinny, this is the most telling one right here. This is the one that's getting me fired up. The Raiders' defense has been impressive today. Things just look, with too many ellipses, different, better. And then here's when we're talking about hits. Wow, Raiders' Jonathan Abram with a big thump on Robert Woods to force an incompletion. Raiders' defense sideline is really into this. And that's telling, too. You could tell right here, you can tell that they feel like they got something to prove, and they definitely do, because they weren't that good last year. Saw 3 interceptions of Stafford by the Raiders' first-team defense when they got full field work, including one from former Ram Littleton. Following successful red-period, wonder how McVay will speak, blah, blah, blah. At least 2 air explosives against the Rams secondary. The latest was Ruggs for a touchdown. That is huge. And that's sort of where we leave it. There's a bunch of people tweeting about it. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Am I overreacting to this? Are we all overreacting as a collective group? Because I feel like every year we see good things from the offense, in practice, in preseason, whatever. But the defense never really shows up. And that was telling. I woke up pretty late today because college is starting soon, so I'm sleeping in for the last few days here. And I was genuinely shocked by what I read. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Let's get into some more of these comments. Richard, what's up, man? Our front four looking scary, quality depth at every position like we haven't seen in a long time. Oh my God, dude, you're not kidding. And what's sneaky, not being talked about enough, is Carl Nassib coming out. Obviously, that's great for him, and I'm happy that he's finally comfortable in doing that. But last year, there were reports that Carl Nassib seemed just completely disinterested with football in general. And if you have something like that hanging over your head for this long, it's probably hard to do anything at an elite level. So now that that's off his chest and he can just go play, maybe he turns the corner here. And we got Yannick, and we got Max, and we got Farrell, and we got Quentin Jefferson and Hankins and Kuntz, and it's I don't know. Colby Phillips, Raider Nation, let's go. Absolutely. Ramsey overrated? Well, he looked overrated today. Hunter Renfrow cooked him. Todd, seems anyone who wears the number 15 automatically becomes our end zone threat. It's like Carr looked for that 15, and we got rid of him. Crabtree, Aguilar, who's next? It's a good point. The red zone target, I would say it's probably Edwards, Zay Jones. Pick your poison there. How do you feel about the Raiders after winning against the Seahawks? I don't put much stock into it. I thought Nathan Peterman looked great, and I'm really happy for him. And when Mariota walks next year, I'm fine with Peterman being our backup. I thought Nate Hobbs' sack was electric. I jumped out of my seat. I loved it. But, that's really it. I thought Leatherwood did really good, I thought. There was a couple times that he had a little miscommunication, but excuse me. I'm not worried about the miscommunications. I'm more worried about him just physically being able to block the people. And there's one play where he was like blocking 2 people at once. Your prediction is 8 and 9. Okay, interesting, Alex. Full potential 7 and 10. It's interesting. When I did my prediction video, and if you haven't seen that, go check that out. I have us at 10 and 7. And that was me being very skeptical about the improvement of the defense. I'm not worried about the offensive line. And I just recorded the video explaining why I'm not worried about the offensive line, and it's a whole other conversation that ties in. That'll be uploaded probably sometime early September before the season. I have us at 10-7 as my like legit real prediction. It might be too low. I'm really, you guys know I'm a level-headed Raider fan. I don't go here, I don't go here. I'm sort of right in the middle. 10 wins might be too low if this defense is playing like this the whole season, at least half the season, because our offense is going to be the same as last year, if not better. So top 10, top 5. The defense was what, like 29th last year? If we can get to 15, how do we not win 12 games? I'm being genuine right now. Exactly, Joseph? If the defense plays like this, how do we not? Somebody's doing yard work. I don't know if you can hear that. That is so loud. How do we not get 12 wins? Top 10, no doubt. Offense, defense would be in top 15. Dude, you're not kidding. Can we expect Jacobs to go for 1,000 yards this season? Yes. He did it his first 2 seasons. Kenyon Drake is a great backup, and he's going to be catching all the passes out of the backfield. I feel a sneeze coming on. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Oh, I think I held it in. Jacobs is still going to get all the touches he needs to get 1,000 yards. Don't worry about that. I don't know. I'm excited. You guys tell me if you think I'm overreacting, because I'm fired up. And also I've seen a lot of new faces with these live streams. Thank you so much for joining these. I'm going to be going live after every game this season, but not directly after. I'll probably do it the day after, because again, so many of these Raider people on YouTube. That's fine. That's their choice to do it. Go live during and immediately after. And I just don't want to be involved in all that, just pulling your interest from one channel or another. So we'll do it the day after. Trey Vegas. I think you mean Trey Vegas or Richard. It's a good question. I mean, I like Richard. He is unvaccinated, which does matter. And we're not even talking about like whether or not you think people should be vaccinated. It's just like he's more susceptible to getting it, and they might take that into account. To be honest with you, I don't know if that's fair, but that is in my head at this moment of you asking my question. Thank you for the question. Do you think Gus Bradley is going to get the defense on track? I think it's already been done, brother. To be honest with you, and now they just got to perform. I think it's obvious. The defense against Seattle, I know they are 2s and 3s, but we're going up against 2s and 3s. We're going up against the same competition, and you could tell the amount of detail that Gus Bradley has these players thinking. SZ_sports. Brian Enders is breaking out this year. I got him on my fantasy team. You guys want to see my fantasy team? Sure, why not? I'll pull it up, and you guys can judge my fantasy team. I got some familiar faces here. I'll pull it up just so you guys can see it. Keep commenting about all the stuff, and I just want to show you this. I want you guys' honest opinion on my fantasy football team. I just want to do this real fast here. Share. So here's my team. We start 2 quarterbacks in my league. I think it's freaking solid. Derrick Henry fell to me at 9. I had the 9th overall pick. Then I grabbed Elliott with the 11th, and my 3rd pick was Tannehill. Then I went Josh. No, my 3rd pick was Waller. Then Jacobs. Then I got my 2 quarterbacks. I waited till round 7 for my wideouts. I think it's a really good team, but of course, everybody thinks that. And I got my guy Edwards. Fantasy football has him receiving 40 catches, 523 yards, and 0 touchdowns. So that's 3 touchdowns. 3 because rushing. I think this is a little low, to be honest with you. But let's see what they have Jacobs doing here. They projected him another 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4.1 per carry, and then 34 receptions. Darren Waller, they have him going for another 1,000, 7 touchdowns. Love to see that. And then Derek Carr, they're probably going to lowball him, right? Yeah, 25 and 11, more yards, less touchdowns. See, this is all offensive line based. I bet you it says it right here. Hold on. Let's see. It says their Carr has yet to finish an NFL season lower than 14 the past tense, but he's fantasy campaign, which led to a career. Okay, okay. Oh, this is just all fantasy stuff. It really has nothing to do with his projections, you know. But that's my team. What do you guys think? And then we're done with the team. I just wanted to show you that real fast. Okay, let's see. The left hook says, "Get excited this season. We will take it to the next level." I hope so. Vegas looks solid in the running game, but blocking too. And I'm a Richard fan. Yeah, me too. Skyler, 12-5, 13-4 with the split between the thing that you called them. Where can I see the practice or scrimmage? You can't. You could see the videos on Twitter. You can't really watch the whole thing. Do I think our offensive line will hold up? 100%. I don't want to get into the video that I made. I just recorded it yesterday. But the offensive line, I guess I should keep this up. The offensive line, guys, last year our offensive line was not that good. Pro Football Focus ranked us 24th at the end of the season. Trent Brown didn't play. Richie Incognito didn't play. And we were bad against the run in the second half. So you got these people saying they gutted their offensive line. A year ago, it was really good. That's not true. It wasn't good a year ago. So all the offensive line this year has to do to be as good as it was last year was be 24th in the league. That's what the experts are telling you without understanding what they're actually telling you. Because they don't really know that the offensive line last year wasn't that good. It just wasn't that good. So if we can have a top 20 offensive line, we're already improving from 1 year ago. And I think I trust that they would not have gotten rid of Rodney Hudson if they didn't think that Andre James was ready. Alex Leatherwood, he's going to have some highs and some lows, just like Cole Miller did his rookie year. Denzel Good is a good right tackle. Richie Incognito is great. Colton Miller is great. We're going to be just fine with the offensive line. The key is the defense. And after this scrimmage, the sky's the freaking limit if they play like this. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you. Could be something special this year. I have never seen this much hype out of one camp in a long time. I really think we're going to beat the Ravens week 1. I really do. First time in. Because it reminds me, first time in Vegas is what I was going to say. It reminds me of last year against the Saints. People are like, ooh, this is the first time we're going to play in our new stadium, but it's the Saints. How are we going to beat the Saints? And then we sneaky dominated them. How many sacks for Yannick and Max? They're going to have a combination of around 17. I don't know if one's going to have 11 and one's going to have 6. If they're both going to have 8.5, I don't know how that's going to go. But they're going to have a combination of 17-ish. Why get rid of Hudson and not at least to pick up on center to draft it all? Because they trust in Andre James. That's the only reason they would have done it. They probably asked Carr too. Is James ready? And 100% he was. Yes, we will. Absolutely. But I can't believe there's 44 people in here right now. You guys, I can't believe so many people are showing up. But this scrimmage was insane to read everything. You can go to Vic Tafer or Vinny or Paul Gutierrez, and you could read exactly what happened throughout the day. I can't wait to watch the press conferences. God, I wish we were on Hard Knocks to see this. Does JJ and Kian going to? Oh, I see. Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake. No, they're not both going to have 1,000 yards. Kenyon Drake is going to have a lot of receiving yards, but if they both had 1,000 yards rushing, that would be insane. That would be crazy. But no, I don't think that's going to happen. But hey, you never know. He'll have like an Austin Eckler type year, where he'll have like 700 rushing yards and like 600 receiving yards, 1,300 total yards. That'd be pretty sick for Kenyon Drake. Pretty sick. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this scrimmage. And are we overreacting? Are we underreacting? We played the Rams on Saturday. Hello, Justin. How are we? We played the Rams on Saturday. I don't know if Carr is going to play. I think Mariota is going to play. I'd like to see Ruggs and Edwards maybe get a rep or two. The Madden videos. What are we on right now? What did we just do? Week 15 was the last one, I think. Yeah, we got week 16 and 17 coming out. I mean, week 16 is coming out Friday, and if you guys hit the 150 likes, what you guys have been doing, week 16 will come out on. Or I'm sorry, week 17 will come out on Saturday. And then we got the playoffs. I'm not going to tell you how far I go. And then I have a question for you guys because I'm going to reveal this to you, the viewers. I have a new Madden series coming out where it's the CPU and it's just simulating each game of the regular season. So I'm going to post it on, when am I going to post it? Thursday or Friday before week 1. Ravens at Raiders Madden simulation. Do you guys want the entire game and you could watch the whole game simulated and click through? Or do you want just a condensed highlight version of the game like I do when I regularly play? You guys are going to dictate that right now. Just let me know, comment. Do you want the fully simulated version of the whole game, or do you want me to edit it down to the highlights? It'll be, the fully simulated game will be like an hour long. The maybe even longer. The condensed game will be like 20 minutes. So this is okay. I'm seeing a couple whole games right now. Is that how everybody feels? Do we want the whole game? Whole game. Okay. Hey, listen, you're making my life a whole lot easier. I just gotta throw them in there, render it, boom, upload it. So I love it. We'll do the whole game for that. We got some more comments to get to. Let's just say temperature. I know. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. C list. It's been a long time since we hear good things about the defense in training camp. Yeah. Gus Bradley is funny. Yes, he is funny. TD Sly. Todd Streets because Hudson is on. Because you're talking to Todd. Hudson is on the decline and too much money. Yeah, there's too much money wrapped up in the aging offensive line for us to really, want to go after him. Hudson was upset because we got let go of Gabe. Cost a lot of money, so we saved money. Yeah, that's the other thing is like people are like, oh, they got rid of the offensive line. I can't believe it. They should have kept their whole offensive line and fixed their whole defense. How in the world are we supposed to do that when the cap went down and all our money is in the offensive line? How are we supposed to get Yannick and Casey Hayward and Quinn Jefferson if we have no money to give them? So should we fix the defense or the offensive line? No, we got younger and more athletic on the offensive line, and we got more expensive on defense, which is exactly what we needed to do. God, it makes me mad you'll see the next video I have coming out in September. You'll see. I have a whole big rant about this. Big fan. Always watch your man videos. First live video. Keep doing what you. Hey, thank you, man. I used to go live a lot more consistently, but I just don't love to do it on a schedule because then it feels like I have to do it. When right now I want to do it, so I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Are you sold? Ooh, hold on. Are you Skyler? Are you sold on Muse at linebacker? No, but if he's starting over Kwiatkowski, and Kwiatkowski was really good, or he's not starting over him, but he's playing over him in certain sub packages. Hey, I'm all for it. He's got speed. That kid's fast. Gabe and Trent never got on the field, out for most of the season. Yeah, but apparently our offensive line was like God's gift to football last year. It's ridiculous. Evan, Rams are still better than Vegas, I have to say. Well, I mean, sure, but we're competing. I think they do have a better roster, probably overall, and they maybe are slightly better coached. But this is a step in the right direction. You got to beat teams that you shouldn't beat in the minds of certain people. If we were playing the Rams this year, I'd probably have that as a loss. But we played them pretty well in practice, and that means something. Honestly, the practices mean more than the preseason games because that's where you're really evaluating how you're doing. Especially with your first teamers, But yeah, I can't believe how many people are here. This is crazy. Proof in the pudding, the game, absolutely. At certain positions, Rams are better, but we have some positions over the Rams. Our division is harder. I think the NFC West is harder. It's close. Both Western divisions, AFC and NFC, are equally like the AFC West is the hardest division. Oh no, because the AFC North. Now I think we're the third hardest division. I think the NFC West, you have the Rams, the Seahawks, the Niners, and the Cardinals. Like the Cardinals are better than the Broncos. Then you have the AFC North, Steelers, Bengals, Browns, Ravens is probably the second hardest, and then I think we have the third hardest. We were never supposed to beat the Chiefs. We almost did that twice. Did I get Madden 21? I think you mean Madden 22, Joshua. I've been mulling whether or not to buy it because I don't have a PlayStation 5 and I'm not getting one anytime soon. That's not a dig. I just don't have the money for it. Most people don't. And I've been really contemplating whether I buy Madden 22 current gen or stick with Madden 21 and just keep updating the rosters, because I've been told that Madden 22 is slightly better than 21 current gen, but it doesn't have any of the new features of Madden 22 on next gen. So I don't know. The Madden videos are still coming either way. I just don't know if it's 21 or 22. It doesn't really matter if I don't have the PlayStation 5. Rams have a better division. Yeah, they do. Are you agreeing with me? Who said? Who was the one that's? Yeah, I think you're agreeing with me. Yeah, they do. If Denver had a QB, they are stacked. Chargers are stacked. Yeah, but they don't. And also the Chargers being stacked is sort of a myth because it might not matter. They have a new coach, and we beat them last year, and we should have beat them if Carr was healthy that whole game. We would have beat them again. Okay, they are good, sneaky playoff team maybe, but the NFC West has 3 potential Super Bowl contenders. Our division is harder because we have to deal with Mahomes twice a year. I think you guys are wrong. I think the NFC West is harder. I think every team in the division would beat the Cardinals. No, the Cardinals would beat the Broncos, 100%. NFC West, best division, I agree. What record will the Raiders be this year? I had them at 10-7, and you could see the breakdown on the video that I posted on this channel 2 months ago? 1 month ago? I don't know. But that might be too low, honestly. Go check it out. AFC West is better than the AFC North, in my opinion. That's closer. You can sell me on that, but you can't tell me that the AFC West is better than the AFC West. AFC West is by far the best division. Raid the tape. Some fire, some Raider flags. Absolutely. Oh, boy. Been out here for a half hour. Time flies, man, when you're having fun, huh? Listen, I'll keep going as long as you guys keep asking me questions, but I'm going to sign off here in a little bit if you guys are done with me. Oh, here we go. Todd, keep it going. We could easily win our division. We beat Kansas City 1 or 2 times every year. We beat ourselves last year. Yeah, I agree. No, wait, hold on. Let me try to pronounce this perfectly. Rakesh Patel. I hope that's right. I'm sorry if it's wrong. Thoughts on Raiders over/under win total being at 6.5, while the Chargers at 9.5 and Denver at 8.5. Flat out disrespectful to Vegas. My thoughts on that is, I almost just said something that I probably shouldn't have. If you're a betting man, I am, but I don't like betting on future things that I have to wait to get my money back because I want my money now, not later. I would put a lot of money on over. That's all I got to say. 11-7, that's not possible, but I get it. Unless you think we're going to lose in the first round of the playoffs. Do you think the Raiders are underrated? 100%. 100%. Oh, no, did I butcher it? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Heard about a few players, but nothing on Edwards today. No, I didn't hear anything about Edwards today, but that's okay. It wasn't his day. It was Waller's day. It was Renfro's day. It was Ruggs' day. It was Zay's day. Dominique, Muse, Mara, White, Diablo. We have a young, athletic linebacking core for the future. We have depth. Defensive depth. Amazing. Love it. Raiders are slept on big time. I agree. Diablo played today. How'd he do? I don't know if he played today. I'm assuming that they were still sort of slowly working him back because he was hurt. Ricky, am I attending Pittsburgh week 2? Yes, I am. I'm so happy you asked. If anybody else is, that'd be kind of sick. Maybe I could see you guys there. But I am going week 2 because I live in Pennsylvania, and I'm excited. So the first couple of weeks of the season are going to be weird because week 1 is Monday night, so we're going to have to wait till Monday, which is always tough. And then week 2, I'm going to the game, which is always weird because it's just a crazy different experience. So week 3 won't be Well, week 3 will be my first normal just sit down and watch football day, but I am excited. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I would agree. That might happen. Yeah, what do you think our starting receiver core would be? Ruggs, Edwards, Renfro in the slot. The third wideout will be Zay Jones. John Brown will be backup slot. Yeah, like that. What rank do you think our defense would be this season? I'll say 17th. We'll be 17th this season. How did you become a Raider fan living in Pennsylvania? Great question. Well, first of all, is there hair in my water? No, that's on the outside. Oh, thank God. Sorry about that. Got distracted. I became a Raider fan just because I rooted for the teams my parents rooted for, and that's basically it. So what happened was my dad. There was a family friend that always used to visit my dad when he was younger, and he played for the Raiders. So when my dad was very young, he started to root for the Raiders, even though he lived in Pennsylvania. And I like the Penguins, the Pirates, Penn State, all that. But the Raiders is one of the few teams that I branch out. My favorite basketball team is the Jazz. It's just because my mom lived in Utah and started rooting for the Jazz. So that's the short story, Kyle, a group of us from Erie making the trip to Pittsburgh, also going to Cleveland, hopefully, then Buffalo in the playoffs. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Hey, well, if you see me, make sure you give me a shout out. Say hi. Pennsylvania, you gotta love it. I'm pumped to see Bryan Edwards. He's the type of receiver Derek loves. Big body, contested catches, physical. He's literally James Jones 2.0. He's a big body. He has the same number. All you need to do is start wearing that hoodie. Do you guys remember, by the way, the year was that Derek Carr's rookie year? James Jones caught the ball, fumbled, then picked it up again, ran down the field and fumbled again. Does anybody remember that, or did I dream that? There was a double fumble, right? God, the life of a Raider fan. The nation is everywhere. Absolutely, I tell my best friend that all the time. I see a car with a Raider bumper sticker in like New Jersey. I'm like, they're everywhere. Let's get it. Hey, nice talking to you too. Goodbye, Justin. Going to Allegiant for a tour on Monday. I almost went to a tour. I was just in Vegas last week. It was like 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. The stadium is sick. I didn't go on a tour, but it is sick. It is so cool. King Ben, is there a way to watch the joint practice? No, but you could go on Twitter and see a bunch of videos. Hey, shout out are you a Rams fan? Shout out. How'd you find this? Can you tell me how you found this, by the way? Did it just come up in your suggested videos? Is that how I'm getting so many people right now? Shout out. By the way, King Ben, I think the Rams are going to be really good this year. They're probably going to win the division, so you don't worry about us. Living in West Virginia since '88. Yeah, absolutely. They are everywhere. This is crazy. This is the most people I had in the live stream at once ever. I guess drop a like if you're here. Might as well. It's a big help. Did a tour and saw Mark Bedane before he quit. Would you convince him to quit, Dwayne? Was it you? Did you go up to him and say quit? What happened? I tell you, man. Oh, you searched Raiders versus Rams and this came right up? Sweet. I hope everyone's doing that. But hey, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. King Ben, I know you're not a Raider fan, but talk about football, man. You gotta love football. Yeah, this is crazy. There's so many people in here. I don't even know what to say. Here's another bad Tundra. Why is Derek Carr so underrated? Well, I do have a theory. The theory is people love to talk about the Raiders. The Raiders are a very popular franchise, and we haven't been really good or bad with Derek under the helm. I think that's because the organization has been just dysfunctional the whole time he's been here. But since we're not good or bad, people just have to talk about the Raiders. So what do? You talk about the quarterback. And every good thing he does, we praise him, MVP. Every bad thing he does, we throw him in the freaking grave. And there are people that go to First Take and The Herd for news. And that's not really the goal of these shows. The goal of these shows is to entertain. So they just have hot takes about people. And Derek Carr became polarizing because he's a good quarterback on a bad team, but it has to be the quarterback's fault. So people started crapping on him. And now the consensus among people who don't watch Raider games is he's overrated. And now that's turned him into an underrated quarterback, which is interesting. That's sort of my whole theory on it. Raider Nation from Ohio, what's going on? How we doing? Christopher, YouTube is showing you because of being a live feed. Oh, really? Is that how that works? I didn't know that caused me to go up, but I'll take it. Madden Mobile TV, who cares about a joint practice? Well, Madden Mobile TV, when you're a Raider fan and the defense was poo-poo for the last 20 years, you care about a joint practice, okay? I'm sure you like a team. I can't. What is this? What is that? Oh, you're a Rams fan. Oh, that's why. I understand. Okay, I understand. Listen, you guys are going to be great. Super Bowl contender. Don't worry. Rams are going to be just fine. But we care, okay, because we haven't been there before. Last point, really enjoyed the Madden work. Hey, I appreciate you. We got more stuff coming. Because he loves God. Hey, maybe. That does rub some people the wrong way. I don't know. People just let people live their life. Got to win a Super Bowl or a playoff game? Sure, I'll take a playoff game. Giovanni, that is going to be a good test. I think we could beat them, man. I don't know. It's going to be a close game. They're not going to stop us. We're not going to stop them. I feel like it's going to be a shootout. And that's not because our defense won't be improved. It's because they have just a great defense, Maybe now that he has a defense, yeah. Well said about Derek. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about this a lot. And that's exactly what it is. People just love to talk about Derek because they have nothing else to talk about for the Raiders. And it's either he's Jesus Christ himself or he's worse than Tebow. Like, it's not. And by the way, people need to back off of Tebow. Just speaking of let people live their life, let Tebow live his freaking life. People are so obsessed with Tim Tebow. Like, just let him live. He's a nice guy. Based off of Mariota's game against the Chargers last season, would you like to see more of him in the regular season? Yes. Not to, start, but they're going to bring him in for red zone stuff. They wanted to do it last year, but he was hurt for 10 games, didn't really know the playbook. He's going to have a major impact this season. He's going to come in. The defense is not going to know what to do at all. It's going to be a little Taysom Hill-ish. I love it. Love these Rams fans here spending energy on a Raiders channel just to say we're here. I know. Hey, I'll take it. I can't believe there's Rams fans in here. I didn't expect 80 people to be watching this. This is crazy. Preston, Lamar is going to test our defense. He's a really good player. We just need our defense to step up. Absolutely. Golly, there's a lot of people here. I did not plan on doing it this long, but we're going, baby. We're going. Raider fans, always funny. They get their hopes up against a team that doesn't show no play calling real plays. McVay is always 30. Okay. Miguel, so you think their plan was to go into practice and turn the ball over a bunch? This is a genuine question because that would be a big brain play by Sean McVay to go in to practice and say, hey, Stafford, why don't you just turn the ball over, get their hopes up, and then Saturday we'll torch them? Because I don't think that that would be the case. And if you think that the Rams aren't showing any of the plays, what excuse do you have for your defense? Because Renfro made Jalen Ramsey look like a high school linebacker. We show up because we're Raider Nation, a family. Absolutely. Alex, I heard Renfro destroyed Ramsey in practice today. Yeah, and I don't think that had anything to do with pulling punches in terms of play call, if you know what I mean. But I digress. I never said I was a Rams fan. Well, I mean, did I call you a Rams fan? If I did, I guess I apologize. But either way, the sentiment still holds. It's the same thing. You won't see no starters on Saturday. Yeah, you're probably right there, to be honest with you. There won't be any starters. What's up? What's going on, man? Mr. James? Oh, my God. So many comments. When the defense gives up a score 50% of the possession, if the record's pretty tough on Derek, Gus should get us back to mediocre at very least. That's what I said, 17-18. Exactly. Smoked Ramsey twice. Miguel Martinez, did you hit that like? Hey man, it's all right. If you're not a fan of the Raiders, I'm not expecting you to like any of this. I totally understand that. But to wrap up everything we've been talking about thus far, the Raiders absolutely brought it to the Rams in this joint practice. The offense could not be stopped. And to be clear, we could not stop Aaron Donald. We could not stop him. But hey, nobody really can. Renfro was sick. Ruggs was sick. The defense, Merrick, Russell Douglas, Littleton, all with picks on Stafford. Maybe Stafford just stunk today. That's also a possibility. But I don't think so. I don't think that was the case. I think he's really good. Surprise cut. Surprise cut. Jalen Richard? I don't know. Oh, maybe John Brown. Interesting. Oh, no way, John Brown. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Logan, are you going to do playthrough of the playoffs after the regular season? Yes. Playoffs is coming. I just base it off of predictions, logic. I play this team. I play the other team. I play the other team. I won't tell you how far I get. Maybe I lose in the divisional round. That's not a spoiler. I'm going to win the division with how good I've been playing. But yeah. And then I'm going to do Madden simulations of every game starting week 1 Ravens. We're going to do the whole game. It's going to be great. Appreciate it. Catch you later. Absolutely. Absolutely. Justin, is there any video of the Renfro plays? I don't think so. I think that was during the part of practice where they couldn't record stuff. All-time favorite Raider and current favorite Raider. Current favorite Raider, Derek Carr. All-time favorite Raider, Charles Woodson. Boom. Easy. Oof, 41 minutes we've been on here. That's crazy. Okay. I think I'm finally calling a 2-minute warning here. Get your last questions in because I got some stuff to record here for you guys. I got to tear this set down and then do some more stuff so you guys have content while I'm at Penn State, because at Penn State I'm not going to be able to record, but I got a backlog of stuff I've been working on all summer for you guys so we don't go into a lull during the season. But yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about, we can talk about. If not, I'm going to head out. This was fun. Let me check if there's any more tweets. Let's see. We're going to check more tweets here, and then we're going to hop off. I see some more questions. I'll get to those, I promise. Oh, okay. There is press conference stuff happening. Derek Carr is quoted as saying, he, as in Gruden, wanted to treat this like a game. You get more out of this than you do a preseason game. Thank you, Derek. That's what I just said. What else? Max Crosby. We have a special group. I love the energy. It sounds corny and cliche, but it's true. Derek Carr, what is he doing? Whoa, Derek Carr's giving away PlayStations and Xboxes. He just tweeted codes out. Dang, I could have got one of those if I wasn't on here. See, I sacrificed myself. It's time for you. Renfro said, if I can beat Jalen Ramsey, I could beat anyone in the NFL because he's one of the best. He beat me a couple of times today, too. Oh, okay, Hunter. I like that. So that was all I'm seeing. Yeah, that's it. Oh, the FBI is investigating Deshaun Watson. Okay, that's not good. Here we go. Last few things on here. Okay. Surprise cut. Receiver for sure. Maybe Willie Snead. I don't know. Bill Romanowski. Is this actually Bill Romanowski? I would love that, but I doubt it. Is Jacobs a third rounder in fantasy this year? That depends. In my league, he wasn't because we start 2 quarterbacks. I'd say probably not. But that just depends. That depends on. I would go running back if I were you. Just saying, because the wide receivers are deep. Thanks for the live stream. Go Raiders. Absolutely. Thanks for the live stream. I will keep them up. PS5 or Xbox SX if you get Madden 22. PS5. For no rhyme or reason. I don't know. I switch back and forth. I get both a lot. In your opinion, which is the best football player in the world? Oh God, I am not qualified to answer this. I will just say Ronaldo because that's what my friends tell me. By the way, the Raiders are better than the Rams. Ooh. And Romanowski says cool. All right, guys. This is fun. A lot of people here. Hopefully, I got some new subs. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching this on the replay, please be sure to subscribe. Madden videos are coming. Live streams after the games are coming. It is free after all. See ya. God bless. Just win, baby.